Welcome, all you Leos, to your weekly energy update. And we're looking at the week of July 3rd through July 10th. And of course, in the United States, on the 4th of July, we do celebrate freedom. And for this reading, because of that energy, we're going to be asking, where can we find more freedom in our personal lives? And we're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Power of Surrender deck. And any of the cards you use in a reading, I do list in the description box below. Give these a good shuffle. And we'll see what is going on. One more time. All right, so for our Leos, what area of their lives could they use more freedom? Oh, okay. Flying over here, I think this is the one. Surrender to non-action. Freedom to relax. Hallelujah, right? It says now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. So I love that. You even have a little unicorn wand in your head there. So you definitely, this is the freedom just to not strive, not stress, not try to achieve. It is this wonderful freedom to pause and to enjoy the rest and relaxation, enjoy the recharging that can come from that. And you understand, Leo. I mean, you are a fire sign, so you know you got all that fiery energy that always has you driven and going. But if you run your battery down to nothing, then of course, then your body forces you to recharge instead. So this week, it's saying this is a good week to enjoy that freedom, engage and embrace the freedom. We're also going to pull, so you have the Power of Surrender cards. We're going to use the Archangel Power Tarot to get more clarification on those. Let me just give these a shuffle. And one more time. All right, and then what we're going to do, we're actually going to pull two sides of your experience here. One is your human side, the character that you're playing here. So the human experience is usually rooted in like fear, our fear world, our fear of rejection world, right? And then the actor behind the character, our true selves, our higher self, the spiritual side, the powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being that we truly are. So we'll pull for both here. We'll start with the human side. So for our Leos, what would you like them to know? Okay, really? Okay, all those. And then what about the spiritual side here? Okay, and then one over there. Alrighty. In fact, we'll just maybe do this like this. Okay, looks good. And then we will use these everyday tarot for clarity around all this too. So we'll start over here with this one. And you've got the Decision. And that is the Archangel Jophiel. And this is normally the Devil card or the Shadow card in the regular tarot. And it says, release yourself from that which holds you back. A need to detox. Unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. You can even see here, they're escaping from the bird cage here. The door is wide open. And that's kind of the message that comes with the Shadow card or the Devil card. Because it is a part of ourself. It is our shadow, our tour guide in this beautiful experience we have is the human side of things. But they bring you information. They bring things to your face to show you those things that are confining you, that are restricting you, that are making you feel small. And also, in this case, they will bring those things to your face, showing you your intentions behind all that action. Sometimes out of fear, we're exhausting ourselves because we have this long list of things we feel we have to do and be in order to be lovable and acceptable. And realizing that and seeing the truth of things allows you to be able just to say, you know, if I didn't do a dang thing the rest of my life, I am still lovable and acceptable. And there's this information that's coming with that. Let's see what else they have to say here too. Yeah, you have the Queen of Gabriel, which is the Queen of Wands in the Standard Tarot. And that says passionate, charming, brilliant, independent. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want. And it also has the ability to attract helpful people. And you can see here, they always have a cat on her card. In the Standard Tarot anyway, and I'm glad they have it here. Usually it's a black cat, which represents the connection to the higher realm too. And because the Queen of Wands is your drive, your ambition, your passion, your inspiration, your energy, your spiritual energy. And the Queen, even though she's the Queen of the fire element, she also has water. All the queens have water, which allows you to have that intuition and that connection to the higher spiritual realm too. And I really feel like this non-action, it's surrendering to non-action, because like I was talking about here with, you have this drive to accomplish some goal in the future, because you have like, when that happens in the future, then I can be lovable, acceptable, successful, whatever that story is that you have set for the future. And then you have all this energy that you've been investing to try to get there, when this card is, in combination with this card, is telling you that there's really something else deep within your heart, your higher heart, that is your true passion of your life, one that is about expressing the unconditional love within you in your own unique, beautiful way, rather than out of fear trying to meet up to all these standards and supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos of the fear-based world of that human side. Let's see what else they have to add here with this one here. Then you have the Seven of Ariel, which would be the Seven of Pentacles in the Standard Tarot. I laugh because in addition to that, it says you have invested wisely, have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. So during this little pause it's asking you to do, one of the messages that comes with this is why I was kind of chuckling, was it's about you seeing the fruit coming, starting to grow. So like, let's say you planted a tree, the tree's grown, and then you see apples start to grow on it, and you're like, oh yeah, apples. I'm really not into apples, but well, that's what everyone else wanted, so that's what I'm growing. But with this awareness, this understanding of who you really are, what you really want, you're like, I don't want to invest my energy into an apple tree anymore. I wanted avocados. I want to grow an avocado tree. And so this does represent this change of how you're seeing things, your change of direction, seeing the fruit, grow and not being, what is the word I'm looking for? Content with what that is guiding you to. You're ready for a change. You're ready for something different. Then let's see what your spiritual side has to say too here. Yeah, so you have the 10 of Raphael, which is the 10 of Cups, which is about emotional fulfillment. And it says, love and blessings fill your life. Harmonious relationships with family members. It's a happily ever after card. And the reason the 10 of Cups is over here on your spiritual side is because this is the passion. This is really what will make you feel whole and complete. You're going to find that by connecting to your spiritual side, your higher self, instead of from this, human side of things over here. So let's take a look here at these everyday tarot. Let's get clarity around this too. Get some details. Get the 411, right? For those of you outside the United States, that's the number we dial for information. All right. So let's find out what more around this emotional fulfillment from the spiritual world. Okay, so those three. Okay, and these four up here. Okay. Okay, they want these on the side. Okay, interesting. We will go with the flow. This is what they want here. So these four here, and these down here. And we'll start with this one here. Yep, So you have the Lover's card here, and this is about emotional choices. And so it's realizing every moment we have an emotional choice. It's either of the fear of losing conditional love or of unconditional love. So it's this reflection of the two sides of things and how we're looking at it, and that awareness that is becoming so distinct. It's also interesting. If the Devil card appears over here, we'll see it, because this is the Devil card. Normally the Devil card would be, it looks a lot like the Lover's card, except there's chains around their necks and he's holding on to them and they feel restricted, right? And so this Lover's card is the freedom of you being yourself, the freedom of connecting to that higher love and doing that. It also cracks me up that I was talking about an apple tree, and here's an apple tree. That's the Garden of Eden apple tree, but that's the apple tree that we were talking about. This change of heart that you have going on here. So that is flowing over into this side. And here you have the Ten of Cups again. So definitely reiterating here that the reason why you have this joy and this feeling, this rainbow of emotional fulfillment happening is because you are connecting to the unconditional love, to that true passion, the true thing that you want to experience and share with the world. So your drive is changing from pursuing this thing that someone told you you were supposed to go after, and you've always had this passion within yourself that you were told you can't make money in that, you can't survive in that, and maybe in the beginning it's not going to bring in enough money that you're wanting for the lifestyle you want, but it's about investing the energy into doing it part-time, taking steps toward it. Just taking a small step every day towards your dream. In 30 days you've made 30 steps. It's a lot further than sitting still and looking back going, I wish I had. Even if it's just writing an outline of what you want and the steps that you need to get there. If you have to take education, doing the research, which it talked about in one of these cards here about with this pause, doing the research for the next step that you want to go towards, right? Then you have the Hierophant. So Hierophant is about connecting to a higher place in your spirituality, in your awareness. The Hierophant, along with the Emperor, has this message with this Lovers being here too, about the two sides of our choices. Because the Hierophant, like an Emperor, the Hierophant's like a spiritual leader. An Emperor, of course, is like a societal leader. When they are coming from an unconditionally loving place, they are loved because they are not concerned about themselves so much, about their power and their control and those types of things. They are full of love. They feel this wholeness and this completeness. So they're being filled up and it's overflowing out to everyone. They're giving freely because they feel whole and complete from within. So a loving emperor is a loved emperor. A loving spiritual leader is a loved spiritual leader. But all of us have a little small child within us, our little human side. And what that does is when that little child feels unsafe or out of control, it sounds the alarm, and then it goes out of its mind, literally. All the blood rushes from the brain, and it does whatever it feels it needs to in a reactionary, animalistic almost way to feel in control and feel safe again. So it transforms from a loving emperor to a tyrant or a dictator that's only caring about its own power. It transforms from a spiritual leader, loving spiritual leader, to a cult leader who's only concerned about their power and what they get out of things. So there's this awareness of this choice here of between the two things and the difference in the energy around those. And then you have the Seven of Cups. So cups are your emotions, and the Seven of Cups does sometimes speak of confusion around what you're supposed to feel. And there's this kind of aha moment that comes with this, because you start to realize the difference between how you were feeling before and how you're feeling in the future, like the Seven of Pentacles. Because think of like, if you have a smooth moving, like let's say Six of Cups, if you have 3 cups, like here you have 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cups. There's this nice little flow that's going on there, right? There's this big space in the middle, nothing obstructing the flow of that. But the Ace of Cups then plops itself right down the middle and whoop, it brings it to your attention, the emotion. It's like you've been feeling this way, feeling like you're making progress. I'm getting towards that goal I'm supposed to get to so I can be happy in the future. And then you're like, I don't feel happy. I'm not feeling happy within each of the steps I'm headed toward there. I just feel like I'm going to be happy someday and feel this wholeness and completeness someday. And this is like this rattling of your emotions to show you that, are you really going to be happy in the future? This is telling you no, that you're ready for a switch and to change into something different. And I feel like with these on the side, these are like, this is the foundation of your change, they're saying. Yeah. So you have the Knight of Swords. Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes. All knights do what knights do, which is quest. And he's in the quest for the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords represents clarity of mind, also connecting to the capital T truths of the higher realm that are rooted in unconditional love. But also, once he has that, you're able to cut away those old thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve you. So the pursuit of higher knowledge rooted in unconditional love is part of your foundation. Yeah, and then you have the Eight of Cups. So right after the Seven of Cups, you have the Eight of Cups. Eights are about moving to a new level, and you're walking away from these emotions that no longer serve you. So you are ready. You're making the movement. You're stepping into the new place emotionally as well. So your mind and your emotions are at play here with that foundation, being willing, which makes sense. As you change your thoughts and beliefs, it also gives you the ability to see that you have the choice about what emotion you want to feel in a situation too, because you have this power. Every moment you get to choose what something means to you, like what story you put around it, and what emotion you want to feel as you go through a situation, right? Yep. And then beautiful. Then you get the Page of Cups. So the pages are messengers. So you are receiving messages of love. So pay attention to the instincts, which of course with this Queen here, this is about connecting to your intuition. So this is also trust your intuitive messages that are coming in through your heart. And then also pages are about newness. And so this is new love. And she has the Ace of Cups right here that I was talking about, the obstacle. You have it in your hand now and you're grasping that unconditional love from above. And so this is like, you can almost think of pages as students too. They're like the younger generation that when they want to discover newness and they're like so excited. So you have this new excitement around this new discovery of that higher love from above, because you are so wanting this fulfillment, this overflowing, the Ten of Cups twice here. Like you're looking and searching for this satisfaction emotionally, and you just haven't felt that. You just kind of feel like you're almost your happy emotional barrel has been leaking, and you're like, is it supposed to do that? And you're realizing no, that is not the fulfillment that you're looking for, because when your happiness is in the future, you'll never reach that. I know I used to say my dream is to someday I want to be on the top New York bestseller list, be teaching spirituality and doing seminars and blah, 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 all those things that were told a spiritual person is supposed to do. And then I've had opportunities in my life where, leaving my corporate job and to live my life instead of existing. And when I looked into what is my dream, when I had all that stuff, Spirit kind of took me to the future, put me in that spot where like, okay, let's say you get there and you're doing this and you have the book on the bookseller list and blah, 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 you're doing that. Are you happy? And I'm like, well, I'm looking for what's next. I wasn't happy in that moment. And they're like, if you're not happy in that moment, how can you ever be happy? If you can be happy in this moment now with what is in your life, then you're happy. each step along the way instead of putting your happiness towards something in the future. So this surrendering to non-action, this freedom that is coming here for you of freedom from activity that's rooted in fear, and you're connecting to this higher love, connecting to this higher understanding of what it is you truly want, how you uniquely want to express unconditional love into the world. And this is during this non-action time, you're understanding what it is you really want and making plans toward where you really want to head. And then you're going to start taking steps here soon toward that. But for this week, it's about pause. Really reflect on what you really want. That 4th of July, if you have it off in the United States, take some of that time. If you're not going to a barbecue, or if you're going to a barbecue, just, relax. Try to reflect. Try to see what it is you really want to do with your life. And then make choices. Make a choice that is going to be so much more in alignment with really what you want out of life. So I am loving this for you. And if you are looking for even more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings for each zodiac sign and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and be notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, also click the subscribe button, and that gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, if you select the all option, then you'll be notified of any new videos that come out on this channel. Also, doing those things helps spread the love, and it helps my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like a video, or you share a video, comment on a video, or subscribe to the channel especially, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy and wants to share the messages of this channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, I am very, very grateful for that. Also, all those are free. In addition, these readings are general readings. And if you're looking for more specific information, specific answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box below. Right, mighty Leos, as you head through this amazing week, please know every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. I'll be talking with you soon. And in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.